Hi y'all, this is Cindy Blackstone, owner of Nail Bling and Things on Etsy. This is my first stab at a tutorial, although I've been doing nails for 21 years. I was an educator for 4.5. What I'm going to show you today is how to inlay flowers. Um, it seems hard, but it really isn't. Um, and I'm going to do reverse application. And that's where you put the pink on first to make your smiley line. And that isn't all that difficult either. If you can file it into a perfect smiley if you don't get it right the first time. But uh, after a while, you won't have to. It gets really easy. So I'm going to do that first real quick. So you just, dip your brush like you normally would. I'm going to use a pretty opaque pink. I always usually do um, because not everyone has perfect nail beds. And I know I don't. And I like to cover up the imperfections. So we're just going to put it on here. And you just form it into a nice smile. So that it looks like the person has a nice pink bed. And the key to nails is patience, okay? Really, if you're in nail school or whatever, and you're feeling discouraged, or you feel like there's someone that's in nail school that's better than you, it could be that they just have a natural propensity for it. You have to be patient with yourself, because this is something that's learned. It's unless you are a prodigy. All you have to do is just believe in yourself and be patient. Okay. Seriously, I've been doing this 21 years. But when I was in nail school, my best friend came in for my model. And when I did my first full set, oh Lord, it looked like I just opened a box of chiclets and glued them on her nails. And that was after filing and everything. We laughed for hours, and then I cried for hours. So, you just have to, practice. Just practice, okay? And you'll get it. Now, it looks like a nail bed, okay? Now, the next thing we're going to do is this nail is going to be clear, okay? And before your customer comes in, you want all your stuff ready, so you're not cutting, you're not doing the flowers and all that stuff before they come in, if you know that that's what they want. And what I usually do, and you can use anything as a palette, but I take an old plate from the 90s and I get all my flowers ready. And I usually take an itty bitty glitter for the background, okay? I've got little flowers here. I cut some of them in half, and I've got little sprays here because they make excellent little accents, okay? And what I'm going to do next is, because we want the nail to be predominantly clear on this area, let me cut it real quick. We don't want it that long. We'll make it a little bit shorter. Oh, and by the way, when you do this, of course, you're going to prepare the nail the same exact way you prepare it if, um, you're doing any full set or whatever. Now, hopefully you can see this really good. Let me move over a little bit. Okay, I'm just going to dip my brush in the monomer, and I'm just going to take a little bit of glitter, and I'm just going to spread it around lightly because I want the nail to be see-through. I just want it as an accent, really. All right, and then we're going to take a small amount, and I mean really small. I'm a klutz, so, you know, can't help that, can't change it. So if I drop anything or whatever, forgive me. Okay, and then we're going to take a small, very, very light coat of clear acrylic. That's so the flowers will stick, and just kind of put it over there really quick and spread it really quickly and pull it down. Okay, now we're going to take our first flower. Normally what I do is I'll take a full flower and put it somewhere in the middle. And then I take my half flowers and my little sprigs and put them, you know, as an accent. So you take it, you dip the monomer and take your flower and place it. And then you're going to have to get a little bit more liquid on your brush. And this is where it gets a little tricky and you might get frustrated, but just be patient. Just kind of put it in place. You might have to wet it a couple more times just to get it to lay down flat. And you can, you know, ask your client what colors they want. They come in all different colors. So I'm going to probably just use blue, yellow, and purple. So I'm going to take a half flower now and place it about probably right here. You can move them around too because they're not permanent yet in the acrylic. Actually, I don't like it there, so I'm going to move it. And I think I'm going to move my yellow one too. I don't like where it's at. And that's the nice thing about it is, oh, it came apart. We'll just use a half one down here. Is you can move them around. And just release liquid from your brush. And I'm going to put a half purple one on there. Sometimes they want to fight with you, but you know, it's okay. It takes a little while to get used to how they want to treat you, but you just get them. This one's messing with me, but I got it. And then you can place the purple one like right here. You see that? Now this is where you have to have your patience because they sometimes want to stick up. You just have to, you know, play with it. Now this is where it gets really cute too, is you can take those little sprigs I told you about. Let me get one. Now you have to be really creative and like tedious work to do these. And some people don't like it. Let's see, I've got a itty bitty little sprig right here. And you can lay it down. And I've got these in blue and yellow. I'll get a yellow one. And put a little yellow one down here. Now, on my next video, I'll show you how to make the nails that I have on. These are from pink and white and black and blue acrylic sculpted. Okay, so you're going to let that dry for a second. Just let them get in their little thing. Now remember, we have the glitter underneath. And this is all going to be overlaid with the clear. But what we can do really quick too is put little cute dots in there. I have to let them dry. Craft paint, the best stuff ever to work with acrylic nails. And I usually just get it out of the cap. And I usually use a real small ball end. This one's dry. Hang on. Is this one? I'd be really mad if it is. Hang on. It is. Let me see. No. It'll probably work. Okay, you can even put little dots before you go to put the acrylic on. See? And you can add some. Ooh. Oh, you don't want your white to be wet. All right, we're going to set that aside for a minute. But anyway, you can see underneath that they're sculpted, and that's actual white and black and pink and black, and I can show you how to do those. We're going to let this sit for a second because we're going to cover the whole thing with clear acrylic, and then all you do is file it and put like a UV sealer or your favorite top coat. I prefer UV sealer because it just keeps it shiny, and then when you turn the nail over or your customer turns it over, you can see the flowers underneath, and it's just really, really pretty. All right, let's wait for that to dry. And that's kind of a blob, which I guess it's time for me to get more acrylic paint. I guess it went crazy or something. We're gonna go ahead and try it. If that smears, well, I'll be mad. And what you're gonna do, you're gonna take your clear acrylic, and you can't pull down. You have to place, okay, like this. Just to place it right across. Because if you pull down, you might pull the flowers off. So you just have to, you know, place it across like this. Take your next ball, place it, move it across. Make sure you cover it real well. Place it. Whenever you inlay something, you always have to adapt how you apply the acrylic and do what I'm doing now. Otherwise, you'll just pull whatever you've inlaid off. And we're just gonna cap this too. Now that you've got the inlaid part, now you can start pulling your acrylic. You want to seal the sides. And seal the sides. And then you're going to be ready to file when it's dry. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video and let this dry, and then we'll come back and we'll file it, and put UV on it. I really enjoyed this. It was fun because I love to teach. And I'm not teaching right now. I'm at home and trying to launch my Etsy shop where I'm selling nail polishes and glitter acrylics that you won't find anywhere. And I'm having fun. So anyway, thanks for watching. Adios.